Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, and it is time to talk to the NAC. The National Ability Center is here, and their Summit Challenge, and I'm pretty excited to have both Jess Roysing and Chris Magrill here. Welcome, both of you, to the show.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Terrific. So first and foremost, let's talk about this challenge. What have we got planned?
Well, the Summit Challenge bike ride offers 4 different lengths. There's a very challenging 100-mile bike tour that
is challenging.
It is challenging. Well, it's not just the 100 miles, it's that it also goes through Wolf Creek Ranch.
Oh, wow.
So gorgeous private roads that normally you can't pedal through. And Wolf Creek Ranch is a strong supporter of the National Ability Center, so they allow us to come through for this event. But the climb, there's a 2.2-mile climb. It's very steep. So just to give you a sense of steep, the Tour of Utah has frequently used this climb. And the fastest a Tour Pro has ever gone for these 2 miles is a little over 12.5 minutes for 2 miles. The fastest we've had go on the Summit Challenge is 14.5 minutes for 2 miles. It's very steep.
That is amazing.
Yes, almost everyone is going edge to edge up this road. So that's about 20 miles into it. There's this punch, and then you've still got 80 miles to go.
I mean, when you think about, let's put that in perspective. So 2 miles. So the bobsled track is 1 mile roughly. And I forget how many vertical feet, but 15 turns. It takes 50 seconds to get to the bottom, right? And we're talking 14 minutes to climb it.
Right.
And that's just twice as far.
So
that's nothing. That's amazing that it's that steep for that little amount of space.
We see road cyclists in Park City just out for a regular everyday ride going 20 miles an hour. So it would take 6 minutes to do that climb. The fastest pro it's taken them more than twice that.
Wow.
So it's really hard. But not all of our routes are that hard. So that's
we just need the one in there, just the anomaly of like, you got to do this too.
Well, it gets a lot of people really excited because it's a rare opportunity to ride in Wolf Creek Ranch. It really is pretty. That climb is very challenging. You get 14
minutes to look at it.
Yeah. A lot of people are cross-eyed on that one, but you get to see how your time compares with some of the top pros. There are people who are doing the Tour of Utah who are also racing the Tour de France. So you can compare yourself with top climbers. We also have a 50-mile version that's not nearly as hard or as hilly, a 16-mile version that's almost entirely on non-motorized designated bike routes around the valley, very family-friendly. And then new this year, we've added an 80-mile version, a little longer than the 50, not as challenging as the 100. So 4 different ride lengths.
I really like that, the smaller one. That sounds ideal. How do I do that one? How do I do that one?
The 16 is very family-friendly, because it is largely on the Union Pacific Trail, the Silver Quinn Trail, the McLeod Creek Trail. It's a lot of time that you can be riding next to your child without worrying about cars and traffic. It's a way for them to get a sense of a group ride, to get a sense of we're going to go out and do something for the community, for the Ability Center. Yeah. So it definitely welcomes families.
Well, there's a couple things I really like about this, obviously. I mean, there's lots I like, but certainly the big one. National Ability Center has always been about putting out a challenge to everyone. That is the little, the nugget I think that makes it so exciting over there. If you think you can't do something, we're going to show you how you can.
Regardless of ability.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. Set the bar just a little higher than you normally would. Challenge yourself. This is a great opportunity to do it. And then you're going to be helping at NAC.
Absolutely. And one thing that the Summit Challenge really helps us with, especially with our ongoing programming, is that we have cycle sessions for people of all abilities that go through the summer. And this is a great way to end it. And that's primarily why we have seen, I think, so much success. We bring a lot of those cycle session students back to Summit Challenge so they can finish and show all their friends and family on those 16, and they can ride with their siblings and their friends that they have in school, and really kind of show them that things are possible and you can do this. We even have, you think it's hard to head up that Wolf Creek Ranch on a stand-up bike,
Yeah, try it on a recumbent or something, or
well,
hand
we haven't
bike.
seen a recumbent, but we have seen some hand cycles.
Oh boy.
So it's a challenge, and it's, think of that.
Hand cycle to do that would be amazing. I can't even imagine someone doing that much, putting that much effort in. Hands, arms of steel is what that is.
Right.
True athletes.
Wow. Well, that's the thing. I have to tell you, in almost every capacity, I have been laid waste to by somebody with the so-called disability. I mean, it's just amazing.
Puts it in perspective.
It really does. I mean, I've skied behind them, well behind them. I have run well behind them. I have biked well behind. It's crazy. It's amazing that we, as I said, you guys do raise the bar for people, but at the same time, they're raising the bar for themselves.
Absolutely.
Park City is loaded with world-class athletes, and this is true. You've seen some of the best aerial skiers in the world hitting the half pipe. You're seeing some of the best adaptive sport athletes in the world, people who are going to international competitions, winning world championships. So we're seeing a lot of people who are the best at what they do.
Wow.
They might just not have a leg, or might be missing an arm, or might not be able to see, but they are the best in the world at doing what they do. They're world-class athletes.
That's awesome. Tell me about where, when, and how.
The Summit Challenge this year is Saturday, the 26th of August.
Okay.
There are 4 start times based on the length.
Okay.
So we start at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and 10 a.m. All start and finish at the National Ability Center Ranch over at Quinn's Junction.
Okay.
People are encouraged to hang around afterward and be a part of the fun, be a part of the party. And we have a registration deadline tonight, an early bird registration.
Oh boy.
So registration will continue through the 24th of August, but you can save some money by registering before midnight tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay.
it's a very reasonable rate. Everyone's encouraged to fundraise on top of the very low registration fee. So right now it's $50 to do this ride. $50 for adults. People 23 and under, it's $25.
Wow.
So all adaptive athletes are free of charge.
Every adaptive is free of charge. And
that's awesome.
We've had roughly about 100 adaptive athletes in each of the past several years. This is our 10th year of the event. So people who are paying are making it possible for adaptive athletes as well.
Indeed they are, and there's plenty of them to participate, and they're going to be a challenge to keep up with. Guys, thank you so much as always.
Thank you
this
so much.
This is going to be a great event. Again, early registration ends tonight.
Tonight at midnight.
All right, so get on it. Make sure you get in on the challenge yourself and get out there. That's the big thing. We're trying to get outside and help out the National Ability Center, all of us together. The next hour of the Mountain Morning Show starts right after these messages.